Yes, damn it. How do I look? Let's get this going. Hey, hold on. Who am I? There's two answers to that. Who knows? Players, welcome. Welcome to episode number 29 of the Sports Plus Life podcast. This is the second time recording this podcast. Old Uncle Edgar goofed up yesterday when recording this. Should have been out today already. Today being Tuesday the 25th. Yes, Tuesday the 25th. Be out tonight, tomorrow. So we'll see. And you guys, welcome. Episode number 29. There really wasn't too many people who were 29. Not that no one of importance, I guess. I think they said Mark Price. You guys remember Mark Price? Shot, 3-point old Cavs. You see, you new Cavs fans don't know about it. You Cleveland Cavaliers fans don't know about Mark Price. I know about Mark Price. 3-point shooter, Mark Price. You know what I'm saying? He's lights out. I think I saw that. Marcus Camby as well. Old Denver Nugget. From UMass, I believe. But anyways, we're not here to talk about basketball. Kind of. Maybe later down the road. Jesus, she's blinding me. We're here to talk about, this is going to be the only episode that comes out this week. So we're going to cover what happened this last weekend that just happened, and this weekend coming up. I don't know what's coming up this weekend. We're going to do that on the fly. But I'm trying to extend this as much as possible, give you a nice little chunk of Uncle Edgar, Mr. A.K.A. Rodriguez. So anyways, this last weekend, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder rematched in Vegas, and it was a one-sided affair. It was Tyson Fury doing all the talking, Tyson Fury doing all the walking, and Tyson Fury doing all the partying. It was beautiful what Tyson Fury did. It was nothing short of amazing. His jabs were on point. His body shots were on point. His hooks, his footwork, his head movement. It was such a great plan. Him and the guys from the Kronk Gym, which, by the way, Tyson Fury made this change before the fight, dumped his old trainer, went to the Kronk Gym, Sugar Hill Stewart and company, which I think if I'm not correct, Sugar Hill is the son of Emmanuel Stewart, who also trained the Klitschko's, trained Hitman Hearns. So it has a lot of good Klitschko, one of the best heavyweights to ever step in the ring, which, by the way, Tyson Fury beat. It was such a good move. Great move for him. Great move for Tyson Fury because it showed him. It was just I think Tyson Fury, like I said, from hearing reports, I didn't watch the whole fight, the first fight. Tyson Fury won the first fight, even with the knockdown at the end of the 12th. And he did something to change that. Not a lot of people do that. A lot of people will stay in their same camp. A lot of people will just are comfortable where they're at and just keep either winning or losing, just winning, losing, winning. Tyson Fury wanted more, and he knew he had to make a change. He knew there was, even if it was the slightest change. And he did that. And a lot of guys won't do that. Champions do that. Champions figure out that, there's something's not working. I got to make it right. Because Tyson Fury is still undefeated. So was Deontay Wilder after the first fight. And I think Tyson Fury realized that he still needed to make a change. It was just great. It was just beautiful all around. I was thoroughly impressed. With the whole event. I love the walkouts. One thing I didn't like, and we'll talk about it here in a second. We'll talk about the fighter here in a second. But in the Mundia fight, let me try to see. I don't mess this kid's name because he's kid's like tall He's like 6'5". Fundora, wow, Fundora, Sebastian Fundora, Daniel Lewis fight. They probably showed half the fight was Deontay Wilder arriving to the arena. So they split screened it. They had Deontay Wilder walking in, and then the fight on the right side. It sucks because Fundora is 6'5", and I think Daniel Lewis came in. Let me double check here. What is it? 5'10"? Let me double check here. Yeah, 5'10". So I mean, there's a big height difference. I'm at 150 pounds or something like that, something crazy like that. 155, 56. So you can imagine 6'5", 150. Like, it looks crazy. And it sucks because most of the time they were just showing Deontay Wilder show up. So yeah, it was pretty weird. That was a little weird in the sense, but other than that, the whole show was amazing. It was great. The entrances were amazing, which we'll definitely talk about the entrances here. Entrances more. But yeah, Tyson Fury just fought amazing. Got a 3rd round knockdown, hit him right and looks like a back of the head. But I think if the rule fits, if your punch is thrown at the target and the target moves, that's not an illegal hit. But knocked Wilder's equilibrium off. See, you guys didn't think I knew big words, but I knew equilibrium. Just knocked it off, and he wasn't right ever since. He didn't look right throughout the whole fight. He was very wide-eyed, didn't know what he was doing. And like I said, it goes to Tyson Fury's camp and their game plan. Walked him down, smothered him, didn't allow him any space to make any type of big punches land. They both came in heavier, but I don't know if it sounded like Tyson Fury's added weight was intentional. I don't know if Deontay Wilder's was intentional. I think he just came in. I mean, they're heavyweights, so they don't have to really worry about their weight up to a certain point, so they can gain weight. So I don't know if that had a big outcome in the fight. But yeah, Tyson Fury put on more weight, and it showed. Everything from the clinching, wrapping him up is what I mean. If you don't know what clinching means, wrapping him up, having Wilder carry the weight. Fury's a bigger fighter. Fury's a taller individual, so he could get on top of him, and that'll wear those skinny legs of Wilder down. And he definitely didn't. He did. He just did the game plan just so perfect. I was so impressed. I was so happy because this. If you guys remember me talking about Anthony Joshua in my YouTube videos, I think it was my first one, my first YouTube vlog-ish video. Go check it out. I'll link it in the bio, or in the description. I apologize. Oh, in my bio maybe. Who knows? You never know. I talk about the sweet science. Sweet science being, what people call how to execute boxing perfectly. The sweet science using all your punches, head movement, footwork, body shots, uppercuts, jabs, overhands, hooks. The sweet science, just putting it all together. And like I said last time, I don't know a whole lot of guys that like science growing up. So people call it the sweet science to kind of hide behind the boringness of it. But this was put together so beautiful. This is how you use the sweet science. Not what Anthony Joshua did against Andy Ruiz, which was pat and run away, pat run away, pat run away, maybe throw a haymaker in there. Tyson Fury was bang bang. I mean, still in your face, bang bang. I'm still hitting you, bang bang. Here's my head moving. You can't hit me, bang bang. Move out of the way of my footwork, bang bang. I'm gonna carry you. You carry me, and we'll see who tires out first. Boom! Here comes a knockdown. Here comes a body shot. Oh, here comes another body shot. Boom! Here comes another knockdown. It was just gave me a boner. Don't even know how to say it, but gave me a nice little boxing chub. But it was just simply amazing. I loved it. I can't talk highly about it enough. I'll probably be talking about it a whole lot more, thinking about it a whole lot more. I've watched it 3 times already. Couldn't be more perfect. He's been telling us. Deontay Wilder was a favorite in a lot of people's eyes because of that one punch. In the heavyweight division, yeah, sometimes all you need is one punch. But it definitely showed that Deontay Wilder did not improve from his last fight. He didn't figure out, because he didn't come out the winner. He was like, well, I'm still doing something right. I'm still going to do it. I didn't lose the fight, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing. He definitely needs to look into changing camps. I mean, he has to. He's going to have no choice. I mean, I know he likes to stay local in Alabama, but you want to become a winner, you want to do better, you want to beat Tyson Fury, you're going to have to change camps. Something has to change. Has to change. Talking about, I knocked out all my sparring partners. Yeah, you're sparring. These guys aren't supposed to hit you hard. So, I mean, talked all this shit, but who did the walking? You got to talk. You got to back it up. He didn't really back it up, and he chalked it up to having that ring attire. By weather, the ring, like the walkouts were amazing. Tyson Fury came out being carried out on the throne, Coming Out Too Crazy by Patsy Cline, I think is what it was. Amazing song. I liked it. I think that may have been like the second time I ever heard it. I liked it a lot. It was just so fitting. It was a great spectacle. I loved watching it all, except for the national anthems were a little bit weird. Gavin DeGraw put a little country twang on it, and then I can't remember the other guy's name. Let me look it up. I have it right here. Danny Walton from the United Kingdom, I think, saying "God Save the Queen." I like that. I like the national anthem. It's cool. But yeah, it was. I could have done without Joe Tessitore. I don't know what just Tessitore. He's not bad. I just could. I wish Mauro Ranallo would just do all the commentary in all these big fights, no matter what network it's on. The guy's just simply amazing. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about Mauro right now. But the walkouts were just amazing. And Deontay Wilder came out looking sick. Very intimidating. The all black, like it looked like diamond encrusted suit, mask. The guy who brought him out, the rapper, I don't know who it was. Shit. I'm gonna have to look that up, but it was so I liked it. I loved it. But he chalked it up that his legs were gone because the equipment he was wearing walking to the ring, that long walk, because he had to walk all the way from the back and all the way to the ring, was 40 pounds. And he says that's the reason why he was never in the fight. Which, listen, man, I've watched enough fights to know what excuses are. That was an excuse. Mexicans love giving excuses. I know. Look at me. I've watched Tito Ortiz fight my whole life. You know, I've always watched Tito Ortiz come out every time he lost. Is this the same thing? Go watch him. I don't make any excuses, but yeah, I hurt my shoulder like 3 weeks ago. You know, I had a lot of things going on. It's pretty funny, but I mean, you don't want to make excuses, but you're making excuses. Yeah, I mean, he's done this before. He did this against Luis Ortiz. I don't know if like black diamonds are like lighter or heavier than, you know, clear diamonds. I don't know what it is. Or all like cubic zirconia. I don't know what those were. You just can't. You just got beat up. You got beat up. You got your hands put on you for the first time ever. Was he humble? He was, but there definitely was excuses. You know, that's a fight game. I also had problems with his camp saying that it was the refereeing. I watched that fight 3 times. I've never seen, and it's probably been a long time. I don't even know how long since I've seen such a. It was almost a perfect refereed fight. Kenny Bayless is one of the best in the business. You know, there's no more Joe Cortez. No more, was it Lee Miles? I can't remember the guy's name. No Joe Cortez. You have Tony Weeks, who's also a weak referee. The last name fits him. But Kenny Bayless just did amazing. And he gives you great pictures, too. He's wide-eyed. He's like this. He's like, you know, it's unbelievable. If you're not seeing me if you're on YouTube, you're listening to this on on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or whatever. He has eyes wide open, like almost like comedian, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like, you remember that? Anyways, but I was just impressed. I had nothing bad to say about Kenny Bayless. Kenny Bayless did an amazing job with the breaks, letting them work out of the breaks as well. And what I'm talking about is that when they're hugging, he's letting them work it out. He's letting them punch each other to get out of there. If he had to step in, he stepped in. You know, Fury tested the waters, broke that line a little bit to where he was like, well, I'm going to stay in here as long as possible to see see what the referee does. Eventually, I think the 6th round, they took points off. Maybe I think it was the 6th round, which was still a 9-9 round, still tied up because even with the point taken away, no, it was 9-8. Was it 9-8? I think it was 9-8 because that was the same round that the 5th round, I believe. That's where Wilder got knocked in, I believe. I can't remember. But either way, Fury won every round. But yeah, I thought the referee did an amazing job. And you know me and referees. You know how I talk about referees. You know where me and referees have a little bit of beef. You know what I'm talking about. In everywhere. Soccer, basketball, MMA especially. We'll get on MMA here in a little bit. It's just, it was perfect. Everything about it was amazing. That's how you put on a show. It was great. It was great. All the stars were out. Mike Tyson loved it. I saw him celebrating pretty hard because Deontay Wilder said he could knock him out in his prime. So, yeah. But what's next? What's next for Tyson Fury? What's next for Deontay Wilder? It looks like it'll be a rematch. You're probably looking summertime. I think they have a contractual obligation for a rematch, or Deontay Wilder has a rematch clause. So we'll see what happens. But if Deontay Wilder wants to beat Tyson Fury, I don't want to see it. He's going to have to do something different. He's going to have to come out in lighter war gear. He's going to have to come out. He's going to have to have a different camp. If you were to go to any camp, probably have him go to Wild Card. Wild Card's available. That's right up your alley. Garcia Boxing, not too far out there. In, I believe, what is it called? Not Carson. Is it Carson? It's not Carson, California. Stockton-ish? It's in that area. God, I wish I remember. I can't remember. A lot of other camps you could go to. You should inquire about it. You have enough money. You can go 8 weeks, 6 weeks. There's good Airbnbs out there. It's California. It's amazing. It's beautiful year round. Something has to change. If he doesn't feel like doing that, then he's going to get hands put on him again. It's plain and simple. He did it. The first fight was just a teaser. Second fight was the stern talking to. And if he wants that to happen, that he doesn't want that talk again. You know what I'm saying? He got hit hard. Did you see that? Guys, see that picture where he hit him and looked like like Tyson Fury punched Wilder, and it looked like he punched his lip off, like very same thing, very cartoonish. It's like, oh, I can't do it. Look it up. But yeah, what's next? I would rather see Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua, so Tyson Fury can roll through Anthony Joshua. You saw that Tyson Fury. If you guys saw the Anthony Joshua fight against Andy Ruiz, you know what's gonna happen. You can almost put 2 and 2 together. This is not a great fight for Anthony Joshua to take, but at some point it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's just not a good fight. It's going to be a money grab fight. You'll see this delayed out as much as possible for Eddie Hearn and his camp and DAZN and everybody to get that money, to get this money is what they're going to do. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of stalling, a lot of, you can't do this, you can't do that type of shit. Hold on, let me make sure I'm squared up. It's just how it is. It's boxing. It's a business side of boxing, which is trash. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the future of the heavyweight division now, especially when you have big dogs. You still have Dylan White, Andy Ruiz if he gets his fucking Mexican ass together. Anthony Joshua, of course. So heavyweight division is kind of back. You saw the fight before that. Let me pull it up here. I can't remember his name. Gerald Washington? Charles Martin against Gerald Washington. Charles Martin knocked him out in the 6th round with a left, I think is what it was. So, the heavyweight division, man, I hope it's back. A lot of good finishes. It was amazing. Sebastian Fundora is a guy, I watched him. He looked really good. 6'5" against 5'10" Daniel Lewis. Looked really good. Threw great punches, 3 combinations. Used his jab as a long man should. And he just did really well. Won by unanimous decision. 10 rounds is all it was. Daniel Lewis, tough dude, hung in there. Just couldn't get inside. It was weird. He's just tall. He's 6'5". You can't get inside. The kid was really, really good. Manuel Navarrete, I didn't really watch the fight. I was doing something else. I think I was doing laundry. Honestly, it was Saturday night. I don't do a whole lot of shit anymore, other than watch sports and eat. That's what I do my weekends: watch sports and eat. And I don't whore my way to an early grave. I don't even drink. I'm so boring now. Not anymore. Every now and then I have a little taste, just a little taste. I've been through this before. Just a little taste. Doesn't even matter. But yeah, that was a good card. Very good boxing card. I was thoroughly enjoyed. I loved it. And boxing lately has been busy. If not busy, I mean boring. Not a whole lot of good fights. Is the Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter fight was the best one I've seen in a while. Even that Danny Garcia return fight was like last month was. But we'll get to more Garcias coming up here soon. I do want to say that Tyson Fury is definitely the best pound for pound fighter right now. You can't deny it. Errol Spence Jr. Over Errol Spence Jr. over Canelo, over Lomachenko. The best. I don't remember who said this, but I think it might be a prelude to what I'm going to right now. The best always have to fight the best, and to be the best, if you know what I mean. Today, by the way, kind of, it sounded very familiar by the birthday boy, Ric Flair. Turned 71 today, I believe. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Tyson Fury is the man because he beat the man. That's that. Happy birthday to Nature Boy. Everyone, 1, 2, 3. Woo! I like that. But moving on, UFC Fight Night happened. Actually, this fight happened the day after. Time travel. This was overseas. This was land down under. This was in Auckland, New Zealand. Paul Felder against Dan Hooker. And man, that was another good fight. Jesus, what a good fight that was. Very, very tough individuals. I watched the fight. I initially gave it to Paul Felder. 3 rounds to 2. Could even been 4 rounds to 1, in my opinion. It was very, very close. But if this fight happened in, New Zealand, in Auckland, this fight was given to Dan Hooker on the decision. He got hometown. Paul Felder got hometown, home countryed, home continented, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I wasn't in favor of the judges. I think I gave the last 3 for sure to Paul Felder. Could have given the, for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th to him. Just tough, man. It's just tough. I mean, you almost would rather give it a fucking draw. I mean, why? Like, I don't get that. I just give it a draw. Somebody. Anybody, give it a try. Like, it wasn't that close. I don't think it was. I thought Paul Felder won. I thought he did the most of walking down, had octagon control, had the better strikes. I think he had more strikes, I believe. The grappling went to Dan Hooker because he had those like late takedowns, which I hate takedowns. He didn't do anything with the takedowns. They didn't do anything very much. Just held them down. Felder eventually got up. You could see what Dan Hooker was trying to do from the get. you could definitely tell that he was trying to outpoint Paul Felder. He wasn't trying to put him away. He was just trying not to lose. That's what I saw. I saw Dan Hooker, and I've seen Dan Hooker go over broke in a lot of other fights. This was a shame. I've seen him, knock out some really good fighters. Like I said, Jim Miller. Who else did he knock out? Knocked out a lot of good fighters. Beat L.A. Quinta, I believe. So he's fought some very, very tough individuals. Got smoked by Edson Barbosa. It's been really tough hung in there. He definitely fought scared. I thought he did. Did a whole lot more running. Didn't walk him down. There's a different Dan Hooker than what I've seen before. Just kind of wish, even then it still went to Paul Felder, no matter what. That should have gone to Paul Felder, and I feel bad. And he was in the ring crying afterwards, talking about, this is it, I want to retire. I mean, he has a great career as a commentator coming up. So if he does decide to retire, I mean, I'm gonna love having him on the commentary desk. He puts on a good show on the desk. So very great knowledge of the game. That's bullshit, man. I can't with judges, man. 2 weeks in a row with these damn judges. So till this day, speaking of Deontay Wilder, till this day they be screwing me. So whatever, man. That's life. But if you guys get a chance to watch it, Paul Felder just throws great hooks, throws violent. Everything was pure violence. Spinning kicks, spinning back fists, hooks, uppercuts. His jabs were very, very good. Yeah, I don't get it. It's whatever though. Got to move on because there's still going to be more fight nights. I hope Paul Felder still fights, but we'll see what happens. On the same card, Jimmy Crute. I told you guys about Jimmy Crute, man. Won by submission. I believe it was a guillotine choke. Shit, I don't remember. I'm going to have to look it up. Everyone chill out, please, because fights night. I got to find out how this ended because it's going to bother the shit out of me. Let's do this one. I think that was it. No. UFC Fight Night. Damn it. Oh, here it is. Shit. Jimmy Crute, man. He, tough dude. He weathered a good storm. Weathered a good storm early. From what's his name? I can't say his name. It is Michael Olszewski, something like that. Let me take a look here. How the fight ended. Kimura, that's right. Kimura. Ended with a Kimura. Perfectly strong dude. It ended very, very well. I like the Kimura. It's where you got your hand like this and just putting it up. I can't do it because I'm not as flexible as I used to be. Man, just someone grabbing it and just pulling it up here to try to break your fucking arm. That's what it is. That's what a Kimura is. A key lock. Some people call it key lock. But amazing. Jimmy Crute did well. Very comfortable win for him. In the win, so Carolina Kowal. Oh, I got to find out how to say her name. Hold on. Let me see. It'll tell me right here. I know it will. It has to tell me how to. Shit, it's not going to tell me. Anyways, we'll call it Carolina K. Fought Yan Xiaonan. Xiaonan? Is that how you say it? Xiaonan. Xiaonan Yan beat the brakes off her, man. In the first round, I don't. It may have been a kick or a punch or an elbow. I can't remember what it was, but like broke Carolina's face, like in this area, probably orbital bone, or just a facial bone in general. And she fought 2 more rounds like that, man. Got taken down, kept getting hit there, and she kept going, dude. I just see a lot of guys that wouldn't do that. There's not a lot of guys who would do that, and she did. Just hats off to her, man. She fought very well, but so does Yan. Yan, she's tough, man. She's a tough chick. Very tough chick. Kept coming. Didn't give a shit. She was boom, boom, boom. she had to change her camps from China to I think Thailand, to Tiger Muay Thai, I believe is what it is, because of the coronavirus. So she was like, nah, I'm beating you and I'm beating the coronavirus. I'm putting hands on both of y'all. And she put the hands on coronavirus. Then she put the hands on Killer K. It was crazy, man. It was 30-26 on all three judges' scorecards, which means one round was scored 10-8. Whereas if you win a round, you get 10 points to 9. This was 10-8, so it beat her down pretty good. Just gives you an idea of how bad. I mean, these judges. Don't get me started. Anyways, but yeah, there's a video out, and I'll probably post it. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. Follow me, Sports Plus Life and MRAKA CO on Instagram, and then also on Twitter, same thing. MRAKA CO on Sports Plus Life on Twitter and on YouTube, because this is gonna go up on YouTube. YouTube.com/Sports Plus Life. So go ahead and check it out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bells, all of that. All right. Moving on to the heavyweight division. So Marcos Rogerio de Lima beat Ben Sassoli by first round knockout, I believe is what it was. Yeah, first round knockout. TKO is what it was. Knocked him down hard, dude. Ugh. That guy's thick. Thick with two C's. THICC. Thick with two C's. And he threw a thick punch. Dude dropped him and finished him on the ground. It was tough. Ben Sassoli, who I think last fought Greg Hardy, the old Cowboys lineman, defensive lineman, didn't win that fight. Lost by decision. But yeah, man, dude, he's tough, dude, thick. You guys need to watch it. The best fight on the card, I believe, was with Brad Riddle. Actually, not the best card. The best fight, the second best fight. Brad Riddle against Magomed Mustafaev, which opened up the main card. Really, really good card. It's a cool card. Tough. It was a really good fight. Back and forth, 29-28, split decision. So it was a good fight. Riddle, I think, if I remember right, was kind of losing the first round, then turn it around. Just like, you know how you guys ever watch Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, where he was like, it's like a switch, man. Every time I turn it around, it's like, oh, my fucking forearm, my jack off arm gets bigger. Yeah, it was like that. It just flipped it and got the dub. Homie Jake Matthews won by decision. I didn't watch that fight. I can't remember what I was doing. But yeah, the rest of the cards, like I said, these cards are really good, man. You guys got to just pay attention to Old Uncle Edgar. Old Uncle Edgar knows these things. All right? If there's something I know, I got 9 toes and I know a lot of shit about fighting. So listen up to Old Uncle Edgar. Coming up this weekend, though, it'll be Benavidez vs. Figueroa, UFC Fight Night in Norfolk, Virginia. Can I help you? Trying to see who else is on the card. Ian Cutelaba against Magomed Ankalaev. That's going to be a really good fight, so you guys got to check that out. Brazilian versus Russian. You know there's going to be hands. These guys are tough dudes. Big fuckers, too. Hold on one second. Here we go. Let me pull up the full card. Jesus, come on, UFC. Help me out here, player. Megan Anderson. Beautiful Megan Anderson. This is Norma Dumont. Megan Anderson's tall. She's thick with 2 C's. And not like big. This fight's going to be 135 pounds, 145 pounds. So that's thick. What the fuck is the other cards? Let me try to take a look here. Oh, the Violent Bob Ross. Luis Pena is on the card. He had a late replacement. He's fighting Steve Garcia, which I believe Steve Garcia is out of Jackson, Winklejohn, I believe. If I'm correct. Which more than likely I am. Just kidding. Yeah, Jackson Winklejohn, I believe, was where he's coming out of. So New Mexico. Same as Holly Holm. Same as John Jones. But yeah. Watch it, man. This will be on ESPN Plus as well, it looks like. So give it a go. Give it an old college try. I'll be out of town, which is why you're only getting one One podcast this week because I don't want to worry about a second one. Plus, Uncle Edgar messed up yesterday, so don't worry about it, right? Just watch. Tune in. Give me the likes. Give me the follows. Donation button coming soon because I need to pay these bills. And I need better equipment, all right? So, I'm just kidding. I ain't going to do that to you guys yet. We need more followers, so you guys need to share, like, subscribe, all that. Share the shit out of this. I don't care where you share it. Share it to LinkedIn. Share it to, your tennis ball, your tennis game blog. I'll cover tennis. I don't care. I ain't scared. I'll cover a little Coco, some Serena, some Peter Sampras. Just kidding. But yeah, check it out, man. Always watch it. Benavidez, Figueroa. Benavidez versus Figueroa. So this will be a very, very tough fight. A very good fight. It's for the vacant flyweight belt, which was vacated by Triple C, Henry Cejudo. But by the way, fight news: Henry Cejudo will be fighting Jose Aldo in May, I believe. That's going to be in Brazil. Henry Cejudo, crazy. That guy's nuts. He was in Denver for watching state wrestling over the weekend. Other fight news. I think, did I talk about this? I did talk about that. Did I talk about this? I'm trying to think if I did or not. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Don't talk to me. Shogun versus Little Nog, and then Valentina Shevchenko against Joanna Calderwood, which I think I already mentioned before. There's one more. Hold on, real quick. I want to leave you guys in the dark. I want you guys to learn about all this here. Give me a second. Events, all events. There is a talked about fight about Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje over the summer. We'll see what happens. Hope that fight happens. Yeah, a lot of good fights coming up. We're going to talk about all these coming up here soon. One I'm more excited about is April 18th, Khabib versus Ferguson. So hopefully they both make it. Is there any more fights? I don't think there is. Oh, shit. Go back. Player, go back. Yeah. So, yeah. That's UFC news right now. Hopefully I'll hold you over for a little bit. There is a return. Let me take a look here. Happening this weekend. One of my favorite fighters, boxers. Mikey Garcia is going to fight, what's his name? Jesse Vargas in Texas at the Ford Center. Good return fight because he fought Earl Spence Jr. last back in August, September, March. Oh, that was a long time ago. So, damn, he's been out for a while. Back in March and got beat up for 12 rounds. Went up in weight. Tough fight. Hung in there. Got dropped a couple times. That was in old Jerry's World, I believe. That was in Dallas. So hopefully he gets back in the old winning column again. Undefeated up until the last fight. So he's he's been knocked down before, and he gets back up. So he's a very, very tough dude. He's endured a lot. Out of Garcia Boxing, was the same camps as like Fernando Vargas. Was out of there. Brandon Rios. So a lot of tough guys coming out of there. Check it out, man. He is one of my favorite fighters. Rightfully so. Is Mexican. Brings that Mexican smoke. Brings all that heat. He's not afraid of any of it. NFL Combine. Moving on. NFL Combine starts this week. Chase Young, the old DN, which you guys heard me talk about multiple times because he got screwed over by the NCAA, getting suspended one game. Isn't gonna participate for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what it is. Hopefully he's alright. I think he's injured. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like, nah, I'd rather do my private workout and probably needs a little bit more time to heal up. Maybe that's what I've seen before. Joe Burrows is in attendance. 4 Oklahoma Sooners will be there. Jalen Hurts, CeeDee Lamb, Kenneth Murray, Grimes, I believe. I can't remember who it was. So I like the Combine because so some people it can make a break where you get picked. Orlando Brown from the Oklahoma Sooners his stock dropped a little bit. Got picked up still in the late first round, maybe second round, I believe, to the Ravens. Let me take a look here, man. It wasn't first round. No way. It was first round. Let me double check here. Orlando Brown Junior draft. Let me take a look here. I don't want to give you guys no false. He got picked third round by the Ravens. So his daddy used to play for the Ravens, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, he had a poor showing in the combine, which dropped his stock quite a bit. Maybe out of the second round, maybe late first round into the third round. So this could make or break a lot of people. It could be good for people like DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf wasn't very prominent as a wide receiver at Ole Miss last year, the year before, whatever, and just showed out 4.3 40, ridiculous vert, ridiculous standing long jump, great catches, great speed. So it was like, dude, this guy's, and by the way, this guy looks like he's built out of granite, just chiseled out of granite. So, yeah, this, like, stuff like this can make a break. Where you get picked can mean millions and thousands of dollars depending on where you're at. So, sponsorship depending on where you're at. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, so keep an eye out. NFL Network, I think, is where it's going to be all weekend. All weekend. I think Thursday or Friday, I think it starts. My favorite is the 40, man. I love to see people like run fast and like, holy shit, they're that fast. The 40 and then the bench. See who could rep 200. I think it's 225 as many times as possible. I don't even know the record is like 52. I don't know what it is. I think the record was broken by someone from School of Mines right out of here in Colorado. If I'm correct, let's find out. We're going to find out together. All right. I don't want you guys Googling this. You guys are probably driving, listening to this, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, maybe on YouTube watching this and listening to this. I don't want you. Record for bench press NFL Combine. Justin Ernest in 1991. The fuck is that? Let me see this. Hold on. Doesn't say here. Justin Ernest, Stephen Paya, 2011. That's a lot, man. 51 reps, 225 pounds. Who else? Tink Taylor. No one like, not a lot of big names. Dontari Poe is like the only name I could recognize on here. Not a whole lot of names like on here. Pretty crazy. Not a lot of big names. So I mean, something like that isn't like huge. I want to see who holds the record for the 40-yard dash. Let's take a look here. John Ross, 4.22, that long. Well, went to Cincinnati, I believe. I don't know if he's still there. Chris Johnson, if you guys remember him, 4.24. These are ridiculous times. Anything at 4.3 is just ridiculous. Let me take a look here. Ty Hill, 2006. It's not Tyreek Hill. J.J. Nelson went to Cardinals. Jacoby Ford from the Raiders. Champ Bailey, former Bronco. You guys remember him? 4.28. Marquise Goodwin. I believe he plays with the Niners now. I can't remember. No, yeah. 4.27. These are ridiculous times, guys. Ridiculous times. Go ahead and watch it. It's exciting. It's a little bit boring. They'll try to kind of like, I like it. If you're a football nerd, you're gonna love this shit. I love it. I'm gonna watch it as much as possible. Couple, I was gonna go over Premier League this weekend. Just watch. If you know nothing to do, I can remember Manchester United won this last weekend 3-0. A lot of good games. Just watch Premier League. Check it out. Seriously, there's not gonna be a whole lot of sports. If you're up early on Saturday or Sunday, turn it on NBC Sports. You won't be disappointed. Didn't want to talk about Kobe Memorial. I thought it was very well put together. A lot of, anytime you sell out a stadium for a memorial, you're not around anymore. It shows a lot. Um, just how many people loved Kobe Bryant. The impact his daughter was making as well. Um, he touched a lot of people's lives. We have talked about him before. I don't want to go too much more into it, but there were some good stories being told about him yesterday. And my favorite one was Shaq. If you guys didn't watch it, you should have by now. Shaq goes, some of the teammates were like, hey, Shaq, hey, Kobe isn't passing the ball. Shaq's all talk to him. He's like, hey, Kobe, there's no I in team. And Kobe says, but there's an ME in that motherfucker. God, that was such a good story. It was amazing. And I 100% believe that story. Yeah, so many, a lot of great people. Beyonce was there saying, Michael Jordan, poured his heart out. It's crazy because you don't see Michael Jordan out doing much anymore. Just a whole lot of talking. But it was cool for him to talk about it because Michael Jordan's one of the best to ever do it. Kobe Bryant's one of the best to ever do it. And they had a good relationship. It seemed like a great relationship. Little brother, big brother is what he described. But that's great to hear because Jordan doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to be like, I'll take you under my wing. I'll answer all your questions. He doesn't have to do that. But he did. Because, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, a good thing to do, but he felt right. It felt good to him. To be a mentor, it doesn't take a whole lot to answer a couple text messages. It doesn't take a whole lot to call somebody. It doesn't take a whole lot to be there for somebody. And, these guys Michael Jordan is I think almost a billionaire. He should be a billionaire. Kobe Bryant, very busy, being a father, with his companies, his endeavors. So time is sparse. And there's a lot of people out here who are looking for that guidance, who are looking for, that companionship, that mentorship. And, just isn't given the time, even though a lot of people do have the time. It doesn't take a whole lot to answer a text, to send a text message. Say, hey, thinking about you, hope everything is okay. It just doesn't take a whole lot to be there for somebody. That's what kind of made me realize. And like I said, I've talked about this plenty of times on the Sports Plus Life podcast. It's sports plus life. When the sports is over, you got to live your life. But in that time that, sports is on, everything else can be forgotten. I do that so much. I think I am, and I've talked about this before. I was in the hospital for a long time, and sports was my scapegoat. Sports was my savior. I just forgot. I was zoned in. I just didn't realize what's going on. I didn't realize I had a missing toe. It wasn't missing. I knew where it was at. I didn't realize I was sick for a little bit. I didn't know when I was going to go out and leave that hospital. I didn't know if I would. I didn't know if they're going to take my whole foot. But sports kept my mind off of everything. It always does. Sports, comedy. So there's different outlets for a lot of people. That's why I did this podcast, because it's sports plus life. I mean, there's always a sports aspect for my life, but I also realize there's life outside of sports. I realize life is very valuable. I realize that a lot of people's lives are different. My goal is to hopefully bring, a smile to your face. Hopefully bring that distraction for 40 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, whatever it could be. Hopefully not distract you while you're driving. Keep your eyes on the road, please, if you're listening to this right now. And just distract you. Just keep your mind occupied. Is that how you say it? Occupied. Keep your mind occupied for a short amount of time. Just be there. Yeah, just be there. It doesn't take a whole lot. It doesn't take a whole lot to check on that one person. It doesn't take a whole lot to just be there for somebody via text. Technology has made it easier to stay in touch. So let's use it. Yeah, life's short, and I'm realizing, and the shitty part about it is I'm seeing that every day. With all these different scares, the coronavirus, Kobe Bryant passing away, just people getting killed senselessly, and whatever it may be. So live your life, man. Mind your business. Mind your business, dude. A lot of people can probably live their life by just minding their business. And I'm not talking in the sense where, like, if it's your friend, I'm talking about a stranger. If a stranger's up and whatever, he was there, just mind your business, keep going straight. We got friends in there. They're your business, so make sure you're there for them. But yeah, Kobe Memorial made me realize how loved he is, how respected he was, and I kind of want to do that. I want to be that. I want to be respected. I want to be loved as much as Kobe Bryant. I think I am. Not in like a scale of him, but I think I've done a good enough job to where people have, like, there's Edgar, man, that dude's cool. For the most part. Except for some guys, girlfriend, like some girls, guy friends, boyfriends. They're a little mad. Look at me, I'm a player. I mean, look at me, violently sexy. They should be jealous. So they need to be. Keep that girl happy, all right? I had my turn. Just kidding. All right, that's enough. But yeah, just be there for each other. That's all I ask. I had a lot of good feedback last week, or for my last episode number 28, that my niece so eloquently introduced. By the way, if you guys saw my Instagram story, she was like, she did a little bit of marketing for me, a little announcement saying the episode was up. She did that at one take. She's smart. One take, Zoe. Sports Plus Life 28 is out now. Hit the likes. Late. I'll repost it if you guys want me to. Let me know. I'll send it to you. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I don't know how many times I said quite a bit. But yeah, check out everything I told you. Check out everything, all the fights. There's a lot of sports. Still XFL going on, which I want to cover. I want to watch. A lot of boxing, a lot of fighting, a lot of soccer. Baseball's heating up. They still haven't disciplined the Astros. So I bought this hat today, so you guys know, right here. And it's kind of hot right now because my heater's going on and I can't turn it off right now because I'm talking to you. I still can't get myself to buy Colorado Rockies hats. I love the Rockies. They're my home team. Opening day pump coming up in like a month or so. I can't get myself to buy anything. I just don't like where they're at as an organization, what they're doing to Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado being very professional. Our organization is not afraid to pull the trigger on just a bunch of different stuff. I just can't get myself to buy any. I'm taking applications. I'm taking applications for new teams. The front runners are. I'm staying within the division. I'm going either San Diego Padres or I'm going Diamondbacks. Why? Better weather. A lot of mommies. Yeah, not a whole lot of snow and rain. So yeah, those are the front runners. Give me other ones. I'm not gonna be a Dodgers fan. I can't do that. I can't get myself to do that. Never. I just can't. No Dodgers. No. If I ever turn my back on the Broncos, no Raiders. None of that. All right, just get away from me. Yeah, stay there for me. Find me. Stay in there. Be there for me. Be there for your people. Be available. Be happy. Be merry. Laugh a whole lot more. Go to comedy shows. You guys ever do that? Go to comedy shows, random comedy shows. Denver Improv, Comedy Store, whatever. Go do that. Go laugh a little bit. All right? Life is short. Eat that taco. Eat that gordita, pupusas, some pozole, fried Oreo, some hush puppies, churros. Oh, I'm hungry now. Anyways, I'm on a diet too. It sucks, and I'm trying so hard to eat right. But I appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in for, I don't know how long, maybe an hour. So yeah, find me, Sports Plus Life, on Instagram and Twitter, MRAKCO on Instagram and Twitter, and then also on YouTube.com/Sports Plus Life as well. So holler at me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. Find me. I'm down to talk about whatever. Sports Plus Life. I've talked about you all the time. It's not just all sports, but it's been about sports because I love sports. So I'll catch you guys next time. Next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday next week, episode 30. So the Dirty 30 episode, we might throw a little bit of party for them. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, for the last time, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys late.